It was good with y'all boys. Before we get into anything else, we are about 4 subscribers away from hitting the big 300, man. So I appreciate y'all boys, everybody that has stopped by to like, subscribe, support in any type of way. I appreciate it a lot, man. Did like what? Basically 100, almost 100 subscribers in a week. So thank y'all. Thank y'all a lot. Now to get into today's video and talk about it, man. Since Haliburton dropped, the community has been going crazy as they normally do when new players drop. But in this case, it has been like borderline disrespectful, if I'm being honest. I've heard everything from he has no handles, Dirk is a better scorer, the rest of the point guards are better, all this different stuff. Basically, just hearing people say that Hallie is a terrible option to go with. Okay. I'm going to offer this conversation from 2 different angles. First, we're going to play logic. We're just going to go based off what's very obvious and can be seen. And then we'll go off of the personal taste area. So that way, anybody that is truly and genuinely interested in Haliburton and thinks that they might be wanting to go for him and is looking for advice on who they should potentially get, if they should get him or not, this will be a bit more of a, what do you call it? Like a general explanation on whether you want them or not. Because everything I'm seeing from people is coming off heavily biased based on the other players they like more and how they play and all this different stuff. Okay. So first off, for all the people saying he's bad, he's the worst PG, everybody else is better and all this different stuff, from a logical standpoint, the people that make this game want money, right? That's what any mobile game creator wants. They're not going to put somebody into the game that is going to, 1, stop people from playing or make them play less. Okay. Number 2, be worse than basically anybody who's ever come out before, because they want you to spend your resources or feel the need to buy more resources from them so that you can get this player. And then 3, just with balance and everything like that being in mind, and with us having Taiwan servers where we can see everything, and I've said this before, if there is anything to fix, buff, nerf, whatever it is, they're not going to release it to global and then do that. They would have done it when it was in the other servers first, where they can kind of test things out, on top of the fact that they have a test server. Okay. So that's the logical way of looking at it. Is if you're going to say that he's the worst point guard and all these other people are better and all that different stuff, it's as simple as they wouldn't have added to him to the game in the state that he's in if he wasn't solid enough where he's at to be able to run against the likes of whoever else is an option. Okay. Now, when you talk about from a personal point of view, you add a little bit of bias in there based on your play style. Even then, the things people have been saying don't make sense. The no handles thing, I'm not even going to give it any serious airtime. I'm just going to assume it was somebody trolling, because anybody who's seen my video on him or played around with him a little bit, you have your magic handles that gives you 6 different dribbles. You can chain these in whichever direction you'd like to go, after which you can also go into a 3 dribble combo that you can end with a double step back that you can cancel, then go into another 2 dribble combo and put another double step back at the end of that if you choose to do so. Also being able to pass out of any of these animations at any time, and you can also go into the double step back cancel straight from the magic handle situation. There are people on here who are able to kill their defenders with 1 to 2 dribbles, and you're telling me somebody that has like 14 of them doesn't have enough for him to have good handles? Not listening to that. Okay. So moving forward, the people saying he's not a good scoring option, Dirk is a better scorer, so and so is a better scorer. Okay. First off, if you have been terrorized by Dirk that makes you believe he's genuinely a crazy scoring option, that may be a skill problem, and you might have to go do some defensive video looking up so you can help yourself out with that. I don't have one yet on it, unfortunately, because I did not think people were struggling with Dirk Nowitzki that hard. But if y'all are, drop it in the comments. Let me know. I will definitely drop something to help y'all out with that. But Dirk is absolutely not a better scorer than Haliburton is. And Haliburton is a fairly good scorer compared to a lot of people just because of where his attributes are. His midi and his three ball come in higher than Shea. In fact, they're only behind Curry if we're in the point guard category. And I don't even know if is it his midi too or is it just his three ball? Let's see, 140, 171, 143. So higher mid range, lower three ball, but higher mid range. How the hell do I have a 171 on Steph? I'm missing some potentials here. Don't mind me while we go through and fix this. But yeah, he has really good shooting stats. So that's number one. See what that brings it up to right there. At 154. So it's still like 20 below Steph, but that's how it's supposed to be. Steph's supposed to be best shooter in the game, right? Behind Steph, though, let's say we compare him to Shea. Lower mid-range, lower three ball. LaMelo, he's a elite, so it should be obvious. Lower mid-range, lower three ball. Who else is good? I know Luka is fairly solid. Lower mid-range, lower three ball. Same thing. It's going to be the same way with everybody that you get. Their three ball and mid-range is going to be lower. On top of that, he has all of the dribbling things that I just told you he's capable of doing. In what world does this make him a bad scorer? Okay, I'm hearing comparisons saying Westbrook and CP3 can score better than he can. No, they cannot. Simple, they can't. Anybody using Chris Paul as a example for anything on offense, you have probably been playing against bots. I do like to be very unbiased, and I'd like to say everybody has their chances and their potential to be good on different people and all that. And yes, you can play against a Chris Paul that might be a little shifty. However, I have never done anything more than using auto defense to guard him with all the different ones I've guarded. One of those times being a top 10, 15 Chris Paul, and he went nowhere. Every shot he tried to take was contested. He could have been lagging. I could have been playing against a bot. It could have just been a bad day for him, whatever the excuse may be. Point is, I very rarely run into Chris Pauls where I have a problem guarding them. Same thing with Westbrook. And the biggest factor that's going to hit both of them, and matter of fact, to make it understandable, Shea. Okay. Shea. Everybody that knows Shea knows how he plays. They know what he's capable of. Shea is not as good of a scorer as a Tyrese Haliburton that knows how to use him well and can get to the three ball line with him. I think the only thing people complain about on Shea is the fact that he's not consistent from three. Haliburton can do what Shea can do, damn near. He can't fully infinite dribble, but it's very close because of how many he can do, and he can then end that with a three ball and actually make two in a row without having to use his ultimate. I'm pretty sure I've played a game with a Tyrese that's made three in a row. I've been getting fried by him since he dropped. I'm not gonna lie to you. And like, I'm not sitting here telling y'all I'm the best defender, but I'm a solid one. Okay, I'm not bad. And I've been seeing a whole lot of Haliburton scoring, both with me using him and with other people using him. So that, I feel like that's a dead argument for real. Saying that he can't score, I feel like is in the same case of the people saying he can't dribble very well. You have not learned how to use him that well, and that is the reason that you're getting that result. Okay? Now, to the rest of the people that are just saying he's bad and he's not fun and this and that, those are the people that don't understand how you're supposed to be using this guy. Because even though he is definitely a scoring threat, definitely capable of scoring, he is a hybrid point guard that is focused also on playmaking. Okay, a lot of people are ignoring the fact that this is one of the best playmakers we have gotten in the game. And that's partially due to the fact that most of the community does not really enjoy playmaking like that. And I'm not talking about playmaking, oh, you pass it to your teammates whenever all your dribble cooldowns are finally done, or whenever you see their man is lagging and literally leaving them 15 feet open. I'm talking about the people that know to throw it to their big man whenever their man looks like they ball watching. They're standing a couple 2 feet away from them in the corner, not paying attention because they're trying to be over there and help whenever you go into the inside for a bucket. So now you know who to throw it to, when to throw it to him. On top of the fact that he gets teleport passes, so depending on where your teammates are on the court, defenders don't have any real help to let them know who the ball is going to until it's already halfway to him. His playmaking is insane, bro. For anybody that actually enjoys passing the ball and making good passes, he should actually be a very exciting character for you, which is another reason why I can tell that a lot of the people in world chat saying Hallie isn't good, Hallie is this, Hallie is that, I'm going to reset him and go back to whoever I was using. Gang, that's probably not your playstyle then. Dishing the ball probably ain't for you. I'm a main scorer. That's why I like Iverson. I started maining Iverson and bought Iverson's jersey for a reason, because the main role I like to play on the team is main scorer. I like that if somebody has to be relied on for a bucket, I like that to be me. Also very capable of hopping on Haliburton, getting 5-6 assists, and just dropping a few points. And you got to be cool with that if this is the player that you want to be playing on. Does him getting 6 assists and 4 points make him worse than a guard that can go out and get 15, 20? No, because he can get 15, 22 if he wants to, and you got the team comp for it. But are you going to force 15 to 20 points with him every game? Probably not. But it's not meant for you to play with him like that. You feel me? I've said this before. It doesn't matter who it is in the game. I was about to say Aaron Gordon. I mean, he's an option too, I guess. But like Gordon Hayward, you see people with Jamal Crawford at this point. This is a game where anybody can use who they want to, and they can become as dominant as that person as they want to, because a lot of this game is learning. And I'm going to talk about this in a separate video. We're not going to go into it too deep in this one, but a lot of the game is learning. Getting down your patterns, what works, what doesn't, getting down how defenders like to defend you, so you know what to use when they defend you a certain way versus when they defend you this other way instead, or you got this defender on you, or they're playing you this type of way. It comes down to a whole lot more than just pick a player. This player's the best in the game. That's the reason that this game works as well as it does, because you would get bored if there was one definitive person that, this person is the best, don't use anybody else, they're not as good as this person. And because of that, anybody can technically get on here and use anybody and play with them. However, you have to differentiate how hard it is to do so. Like Curry, I released my own video on Curry. Okay, I talked about how good of a solo queue option he is until certain ranks. But when I'm making videos for everybody playing the game, meaning people who might be brand new, might not have them yet, you wouldn't go and say, in mid-game, I hand my phone to a random stranger and they're going to do as good on Curry as they're going to do on LaMelo or Haliburton or Iverson or whoever. You get me? That's what the kind of perspective that I talk from when I come through and I say, oh, well, this person is better, or this person is better, or this person is really good to use. It's not based on the people that are maxing out the absolute amount of time and skill they put onto a player for them to be good. There are people right now who could tell you Zhu Chang is the best in the game. And you can't argue with that if that's who they decided to figure out how to use really well. But again, to the average person, you go hand them the phone. No, they're not doing anything with Zhu Chang. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want nobody to feel like, oh, I'm bashing their player or anything like that, or I'm saying you're bad because you're not good on Haliburton. I'm more so saying that this is a game that comes with many different flavor options. Okay, you're allowed to pick yours, have fun with yours, and still be good enough at the game so that you don't have to change flavors if you don't want to, but it's still other flavors available if you ever want to come around that route. You get me? So hopefully this helped people out. Definitely hope I change people's minds on them, because as a player, I would definitely like us to get more people around the community who like to play on somebody who can pass the ball. And I think one of our first people to quite literally have like Dimer. Like 2K Dimer. He straight up boosts people that he throws the ball to. These are all good things. You should want a Haliburton on your team if you're not already using. Okay. And the people saying that he needs a spacing team, so he's not really good. Everybody runs spacing teams, gang. Like if you get past a certain rank, almost every team is going to be able to space. And for people to understand, spacing doesn't always mean, oh, everybody on the court can shoot threes. Spacing means, hey, I'm going to play a big man that's capable of shooting a three or a long two, so that I'm not standing under the paint letting you be double teamed every time you try to go inside for a bucket. Give y'all a quick tip for anybody that made it this long. One of the easiest ways to play this game: when your defender is guarding you, they're worried about two things: you going backwards toward the 3-point line and you going towards the goal. If they don't think you're going to go towards the goal, then they can run towards you a lot more often without being scared of going backwards, because they're going to let you go inside and allow their big man to try to contest you or block you or whatever it is, and they're just going to trust stopping down or stopping that 3-point shot. So spacing teams help, because now with nobody in the paint, they have to pay attention to whether you're going to go inside or whether you're going to go outside back towards the 3. And if anyone tries to help, their man is now open for another potential shot. Spacing teams are very regular. You're going to see them a lot. You're going to see them way more once you get towards the higher ranks. So there's not going to be a player that you can say, oh, well, they need to be on a spacing team for you to get the most out of their value. Miles Turner is also somebody you're going to see for a very long time. Really good, if not top 3 meta centers in the game. If you take his 3-ball away, not to say that he couldn't still do the long twos and stuff like that, but if you took his 3-ball away, he's a worse player. He's not better just because, oh, you're not running him in spacing lineups now. So that's another one of those things. Almost all the arguments I've heard over him have not made sense. I just wanted to compile them and put them all together in this so that I could at least help the people that are hearing them understand what people are saying a little bit more, because a lot of it is just words and people's own opinion because they themselves were not successful using them. But if any of this sounded good to you, Haliburton is somebody you want to pick up. Okay, so outside of that, subscribe, hit the like button for more, notification bell so you can be updated when that next video does come out. And anybody that still needs a team to run with, we did get the Discord up. Got about 13, 14 members in there or so right now. So if you're looking for a good team, good people to run with and everything like that, link is in the description of all videos, okay? And outside of that, I appreciate y'all boys watching.